My name is Krystal, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story. First of all, I'm a wife. I'm a mother to 3 beautiful little boys. My marriage, I married my best friend, and it's amazing how God is faithful, how He listens, how He loves, and how He answers prayer. So my story hasn't always been the way that it is now. This is a beautiful season that we're currently in. But in 2015, my husband, he suffered from a traumatic brain injury. For those of you who know anybody who has gone through a concussion or anything, you understand. During that time frame, the loss was great. We lost homes, we lost businesses, finances suffered. My husband doesn't even remember our children being babies. He doesn't remember our wedding.
During the better part of 2015, I was in a vegetated state. Leading into 2016, I was recovering and coming through a vegetated state, but entering into a psychological warfare, a warfare that was internal, that was external, and the weight of the world was incredibly heavy. It would be remiss to explain that period of time of our life as just dark, right? And I quite literally mean dark. I was living in complete and utter darkness. Light, sound, smells were way too much stimulation for my brain to understand. It couldn't compute those natural, normal messaging. I fell into an awful, depressive, psychosis state at one point in time. I mean, a lot of that was medically induced with pharmaceutical medications that was provided to you for, trying to cure the injury of the brain or trying to fix the depression state that you're in with all the loss that you're grieving. But the reality of that environment is it's not just me, right? The reality of that environment was that there was another human on the other side of that, and that was my wife.
During that time, I remember walking in circles around my house, just holding my newborn, asking God to give me new eyes to see Him, to continue holding us together through this season. It
wasn't until years later that I look back and I see that the strength, the resilience of my wife was frankly godly. Right? It was a gift. Where it came from the person who was there before, and I think she might even agree to this herself, she probably didn't know that she had that depth of strength and ability.
I was prompted to do a 5-day fast for myself. On the Sunday, day 5 of my fast, I went up for prayer, and at the end, I had been told that I had been given the gift of healing and to go home and lay hands on my husband. I kind of laughed because he would think I lost my mind if I told him that. So I waited till he was sleeping, and I did it. And I still believe to this day that was the first day of his recovery. I remember one of the very first heart conferences, there was an activity that we did, and it was called the Daily Chuck. And it was, your backpack is full, you're walking up this mountain, and when you get up there, you look around at the view, and Jesus is there, and He's basically asking you to chuck whatever it is you're carrying, because we're not meant to carry that.
As we made through that period of time of being of just absolute brokenness, right? It's really that take a step back and see the light of the world and see how blessed we are. And I am blessed. And I'm blessed in so many beautiful, amazing ways. I have 2 older boys and a brand new baby. And we don't have these life experiences that we have today if it wasn't for what my wife did from 2015 through to 2021. 6 years of absolute dedication to a husband, absolute obedience to her faith that allowed us to get to where we are today.
Since then, he has come full circle. His health has been restored. He is back to work. He is an incredible father. Looking back now, I can see exactly where God was faithful in every step that I took, or every step he took when he was carrying me through those dark days and not knowing where to go, who to talk to, and just really relying on him.
My story, that is really just a testament to Krystal's faith, to her obedience, to her patience, and dealing with somebody who was broken, but she had hope. And through faith and through God and through community at Life Center, that hope was inflamed. That flame was continuing to be stoked and turned into the fire that drives her today to be the person that she is and the person that just gives, that's out there.
As somebody who knows what it's like to walk through an unimaginable circumstance, I want you to know that if you are going through a season like this, that there is hope, there is love, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that laying it all at the feet of Jesus day after day is one of the things that will get you through.
Don't give up. It may be incredibly dark, but every step that you take a little bit further into your own faith, into hope, the other side of the darkness, it's beautiful.